वेलकम बैक व्यूअर्स। मैं हूं इंतज़ार हुसैन मजरूमा। आप देख रहे हैं मेरा यूट्यूब चैनल। तो चलते हैं आज की वीडियो की तरफ। वीडियो स्टार्ट करने से पहले अगर आपने मेरा चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया हुआ, आप न्यू कमर हैं, तो आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें। तो आज का जो टॉपिक है वो हमारा है लॉन्ग डेज जर्नी इनटू नाइट। इसकी डिटेल समरी हम आज डिस्कस करते हैं। तो टाइम ज़ाया किए बगैर हम लॉन्ग डेज जर्नी इनटू नाइट बाय यूजीन ओनील इसकी हम समरी देखते हैं। तो इसका जो फर्स्ट एक्ट है, एक्ट वन। इन एक्ट वन द ऑडियंस सी दैट मैरी हैज रिसेंटली रिटर्न फ्रॉम ट्रीटमेंट फॉर हर morphine addiction. Also, the audience learned that Edmund has been away traveling and that recently his health has been deteriorating. He has developed a terrible cough. Mary is worried that Edmund might be truly sick. Jamie and Tyrone talk frankly about Edmund. He might have consumption. The two men fight bitterly, going through a series of arguments we will hear many times before the end of the play. Tyrone accuses Jamie of being without direction, and Jamie accuses Tyrone of being depressed. He blames Mary's morphine addiction on his father's. Next, we have Act 2, Scene 1 and Scene 2 we will discuss here. Just before lunchtime, Mary has been upstairs all morning, and Jamie fears that Mary is taking morphine. Edmund denies it, but when Mary comes downstairs, her strange manner confirms Jamie's suspicions. Later, Tyrone enters and sees soon what has happened. Edmund can no longer deny that Mary uses drug. Next, Act 2, Scene 2. Just after lunch, Mary criticizes Tyrone for being addicted to bad investments. They receive a phone call from Dr. Hardy, and Tyrone takes it. Mary goes upstairs to shoot up again, and the three men start to fight. Edmund goes upstairs to try to speak to her, and while he is gone, Tyrone confirms with Jamie that Edmund does, in fact, have consumptions. Mary comes down, and the Tyrone parents talk. We learn about their past. She had Edmund in part for the death of an older son whose name was Eugene. Next, we have Act 3. Half past 6 in the evening. Same day, Mary sits in the family room, remembers meeting Mr. Tyrone and how the love she once was. Edmund and Tyrone come home. Mary receives the men happily, but they see quickly that she is lost in the dark. Mary wants Edmund that Jamie wants to make him a failure like he is. Mary reminds Tyrone of the first night when they met. There is a brief, touching moments of tenderness, and then she returns to criticizing him. She then speaks nostalgically about her wedding dress and how she fused over it. She doesn't know where the dress is now. It must be in the attic somewhere. Tyrone goes down into the cellar to get more whiskey, and Edmund and Mary are alone. Edmund tries to tell Mary how sick he is, but she refuses to listen. She decides to go upstairs instead, presumably to shoot up yet again. Next, we have Act 4. It is the last act of this work. Midnight. That night, Edmund comes home to find his father playing solitaire. The two have important conversation. Tyrone reveals to Edmund that he ruined his career by staying in an acting job for money. After so many years playing the same part, he lost the talent he had once had. Edmund understands his father no better than he ever has. He talks to his father about his days sailing and talks indirectly about his hopes to be a great writer. The conversation between Edmund and Jamie is the second vital conversation of the play. They hear Jamie coming home drunk, and Jamie and Edmund have their own conversation. And Jamie confesses something. Although he loves Edmund more than anyone else in the world, he wants Edmund to fail, and he will try to make Edmund fail. Jamie's confession is a powerful moment. He wants his own brother to fail simply because he has. Mary comes downstairs. She is carrying her wedding gown, lost completely in her past. The men watch in horror. She does not even know they are there. Finishing in this way indicates that despite Edmund's trump, not everything has been resolved. Although Edmund has forgiven his family, he cannot save them, nor can he force them to forgive each other. तो यहाँ तक समरी जो है वो आपके सामने पेश की गई है। उम्मीद है कि आपको इस वर्क की समरी समझ में आ गई होगी। तो अगर आपको इसकी समरी समझ आ गई है तो इससे रिलेटेड थीम्स का जो एक और वीडियो है नेक्स्ट है जो इससे पहले अपलोड हो चुकी है, तो आप वो भी देख सकते हैं अगर आपको इस वर्क के थीम्स भी देखने हैं। इसके अलावा भी इस वर्क से रिलेटेड वीडियोस जो हैं वो चैनल पर मौजूद हैं, तो आप उन वीडियोस को भी देख सकते हैं। और अगर आप न्यू कमर हैं और आपने अभी तक चैनल सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया होगा तो आप चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर लें और साथ ही साथ वीडियो को लाइक करना मत भूलिएगा। वीडियो को लाइक करना और कमेंट करना। कमेंट सेक्शन में आप अपनी सजेशन देख सकते हैं वीडियो के बारे में या न्यू वीडियो के बारे में, कुछ भी जो भी आप लिखना चाहें आप कमेंट में जाके लिख सकते हैं और ये इंतहाई ज़रूरी है। तो अगली वीडियो तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफिज़। मिलते हैं अगली वीडियो में। बाय।